Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gators ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Gibson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete, and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge 1st down.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. That makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The give. They were all over it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Jones to throw. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He'll keep it himself. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. Rush is on. Working that left side now.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Second down to the air. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake, flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
A And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
We trying, coach. We trying.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Intercepted deep in his own end. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and he's going forward, and he's loose. They finally make the stop.
Hey, big boy, what you gonna do? Go, big boy, what you gonna do?
Has him set up in business. The offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Left side is Wilson. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard
Damn, Rain about to mess around and muff the punt. Crazy. What the hell you muff the punt?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Yeah, man, you already know the time to lock in and go. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Man. I was running downfield to block him.
Heads out and ready to go.
I was
that
so
last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
I was running downfield with the block. I was trying to get the block going.
We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
That was
This
crazy.
quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That
I think
rain
a big reason this
killing
offense is
us.
struggling
That's
right now while they're
crazy.
trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have?
Get loud, baby. Get loud. Let's go. We got him punt. Hey, you better not muff this one, bro. Ain't no way I'm up two.
Second time they've had to kick it away.
Ain't no way I'm up two on him now.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Yeah, that swamp loud, man. You know, every time we play in the swamp, it's raining. But I said we a real swamp, man. Every time we play in this mall, it be raining, bro.
They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Second and long here. Jones to throw. Right side, it's going. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Gibson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
What a bad pass, bro.
After the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Why did he have to jump?
When you're in zone
That's a
coverage and it's
terrible
3rd down,
pass.
man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
It's a terrible pass, bro.
Can you believe this?
Yeah,
The
I'm
offense
reaching
is
out.
going for it on 4th down. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Rifles it down the middle. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
That boy Jamar Jones got no touchdown, man.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Let's go, Gators.
So that
Chomp,
drive
chomp.
took only
Let's
6
go.
plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
9 o'clock already.
On the move from inside
At 12.
his 5. He's got great speed. He's
At 12.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown,
Terrible,
Missouri. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way.
We got a one-play touchdown run
That's the kind
and a
of play
kick
that
return,
energizes the
man.
entire team. 96 yards, he
Terrible,
took it back
bro.
for the touchdown.
I'm about to get off no blocks, bro. Like, what y'all be doing, man?
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
All right, offense. Come right back on the field. Kick return. Just run up the middle. Nobody gets off the
They'll
block.
put this one in play. First snap of the
Run up the
drive
middle.
from the
That's all you gotta
25.
do.
They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On play action. They get enough.
Yeah, my tackle. He don't get out his stance, bro.
Sack at the 20.
They tried to go play
He did
action,
not
but
get
that
out
did
his
not
stance,
affect
bro.
the
He
defensive
just
tackle.
go.
He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a
crazy,
sack.
bro. Look, bro. Look. He just QB contained, bro. All he did was QB contained. He ain't touch him. He just stopped.
You
It's
make
terrible.
up
That's
the
a
game
D
plan
tackle.
and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Stop shifting my line. I hate when you do that, John.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Bro. Like, that
You know, it's funny. That's
open.
probably the
Throw
most
the ball,
discombobulated
man.
the offense has looked so far in this game.
Just
Right?
fucking
After
letting this
watching
shit
that
hang,
incompletion
man.
there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous
Terrible,
balance.
man.
Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Like, damn,
All of a
bro.
sudden, this
So
last
much
drive,
open
we're
field.
just not able to
Throw the
piece it
ball
together. They've got to be
inside,
able to
bro.
turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Fucking trash, man. It's so trash.
Here we go. They'll
Don't
try
let
to
the
get
shit
something on
inside,
the board
bro.
here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man on the RPO. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and
Terrible.
5 coming.
He should have no points.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. His 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. A desperation heave toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They're all over it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one right.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker
Bad
room,
animations, bro. Like,
Gator head. Let's check in with
jumping for every pass. Just run under the ball.
Guys, welcome into the EA
Just
Sports
run under it.
Football Update Show, the week 4
Got me jumping for every
edition.
pass.
So let's
Like, damn,
dive
just
right
run under
in.
the ball.
We
It's a rat
begin
catch.
with San Diego State taking on the number 15 team, the Oregon State Beavers. And it's the Aztecs in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Gators headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jones to throw. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move.
You want me to make you pancakes?
Snaps on fourth down. Turns it upfield. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big fourth down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Again, it's Hardy. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him quickly. Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's Gibson to begin the drive.
I think if you're the coaching staff,
I ain't escape where I put my ball on the island now. Either you're going to get beat or you're going to make a play.
Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown.
He got beat.
Really nice
Quarterback ain't make plays.
And for me, I would keep thinking about
It be like that sometimes.
ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
His quarterback terrible though. He can't though.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Caught. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Defense all over him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range with Ed Love to pick up the first. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
On the return, it's Edwards. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Second down, going to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the field. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
It took all that just to run right up the field, man.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Wilson has it over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Yes, sir.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
He gave up a kick return clip, and he scored the first play of the game, up the middle. So we playing good defense, man.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Drops back on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the fourth quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Breaks into the open. And he was
Montgomery. He's bad. Look at Montgomery.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Jones wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Alright, cool. Let me give him the ball again, man.
You try to throw the ball
See what my boy Montgomery can do, man.
Get it to your target, but
Give him
just
the ball
catching the
again.
football that's a little bit slippery. Sometimes you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Montgomery.
Enough to move the chain.
That boy, one play touchdown.
Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board.
Montgomery, I gotta start giving him the rock,
They
man.
extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Back in half, David. Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Hey.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Man.
anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting an onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Jones to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fired complete. Inside the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. this drive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion.
I'm gonna quit. GG's, man. I'm gonna catch y'all boys on the next one, man. Lock in. Stay tuned.